Today. What beer review number is it, Johnny?
056.
No. Gotta rearrange them numbers.
560.
Almost.
Okay.
One more time.
056.
No, the other way. No, the non-dyslexic way.
Not good at math. Stop that.
He's good at drinking, not math.
Yeah. 650.
Ding, 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 ding. That's right. And for beer review number 650, we're going to go local. That's right. Why are we going local, Johnny?
Because you always say drink local.
No. Where was this beer brewed?
Oh. Down the street from me.
Literally down the street. About like a 15-minute drive down the street. And it was brewed by Beltway Brewing Company. They say it's brewed by like...
No, it's bottled. They say it's bottled by Georgetown Trading Co out of Sterling, Virginia,
right.
But where they brew it is like Beltway Brewing Company, which has, they basically built the place for other people to brew or bigger batches here. We have several nano breweries and some other even larger breweries that will brew extra brews at Beltway Brewing Company. So been there once, had a couple of different samples. Not a bad place. Anybody here in Loudoun, Fairfax, Northern Virginia, go try them out. You'll get, I had Key West beer, I had Alabama beer, stuff like that. So
all in lovely Sterling, Virginia, which is basically a DC suburb for those you guys who aren't in the know. This is Northern Virginia we're talking about. Virginia is a pretty big state. This particular beer is based or is aged in James E. Pepper rye whiskey. Rye whiskey barrels. They don't say how many months, but from what I've read, I kind of doped out like 6 months that they aged it. It's a brown ale, which for whatever reason, I don't know why, Virginia and like DC are into some brown ales. All the like flagship breweries, Hardywood, Legends.
We're just nutty that way.
I know, Strange Ways. What else? Like DC Brow has a brown ale, 3 stars, all of them do. So, anyway, you tell them the rest, and I'll get this in the glass.
Alrighty. It is 10.4% ABV. Oh, I didn't see the bottom. There's no IB used.
No, I don't know if
Let's see. You said, okay, it's the oldest USA whiskey brand, although it was like, went out of business during Prohibition and came back in by Georgetown Trading Company. Like we said, aged in James E. Pepper rye whiskey barrel, so this should be a little rye. And actually Georgetown Trading Company says located in Fairfax, Virginia, which would be Fairfax, the next county over.
That's right.
So it is limited and it is brewed once.
Been brewed once at this time.
It's been brewed once. I do know that because I went to Beltway Brewing to get some of this in a growler, and they were out, but they said possibly November time frame. That would be November 2014, and if he gets it up before then, not that, but the video.
Dirty bird.
No, you got the dirty bird on.
Hey, it's the Orioles, baby.
Nats, dude.
How about them O time?
Go Nats, let's go Nats.
Yeah.
Alrighty. DC, Baltimore.
That would be an awesome World Series.
Yeah. Trout, Harper.
There you go.
Angels.
Yeah.
For he doesn't know who Trout is.
No, I'm wearing the shirt because I was given this shirt. I'm not a big baseball fan. I'm more into like mixed martial arts and boxing.
Fudge backing.
And no, beer drinking. Anyways.
Oh yeah, the beer.
Appearance-wise,
it did have a little head.
Yeah, a little bit. It's gone down to like a kind of a foamy cap, like a 1/4 inch when you swirl it. Nice glass lacing. Wow, real nice glass lacing. Tons of alcohol legs. It's like a ruby red orange color kind of.
Exactly. Depends on what part of the glass you look in, what part of the halogen light you look in.
It's like a nice sunset, like a nice fall sunset. It's got a lot of active bubbles coming up from the bottom. Decent looking beer. Let's get an aroma on it. Here's a little closer look for you guys. Let's see what's up. A lot of caramel. some of that rye spiciness in the background, a lot of vanilla.
I'm smelling something. Yeah.
A lot of like sugary sweetness, like a malty, bready sweetness.
Out of the 650, oh jeez, between 600 and 650, how many do you think I drank?
Out of the 650?
No, between 600 and 650.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably like 5.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot, eh?
I've been drinking a lot lately, yes.
Well, we haven't gotten together in a long time.
That's right. This happens sometimes in
Yes.
the world. Anyways, good things that aren't as important get in the way of good beer drinking.
Yes.
Yes. So
once we kick the kids out of the house,
well, then
we'll either be dead or
we'll be heading forward. Oh, to 650.
Oh, to 650.
Cheers. Smells nice. Let's get it. Wow. That's different.
I like the mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in a little thick, but runs a little thin towards the end. Medium.
Now, I wonder, this drinks a lot like an old ale, and it says an American brown ale brewed in the old style, and that's why I wonder if this could be like an old ale, because there's a thin dividing line between an old ale and an amped up brown like this. This would be an Imperial American brown. The hop in there, there's actually a little bit of hop presence in the taste to me, like a bittering hops. But
sure, that's that, or do you think that's the rye from the whiskey?
You know, it's hard to tell because it's like this bite at the side of my tongue that I'm getting.
I'm getting it at the top and the sides of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some rye. You know, you got Wookie Jack and Young Veterans Brewing Company had a couple different rye beers, and Beach Brewing Company at Virginia Beach was over hopped with the rye. That rye whiskey adds a nice flavor. It
tames out, like when it first comes to your mouth, there's like this really big brown or old ale like malt sweetness. And then in the middle, like I get, like that's when the rye starts, mixed in with like almost like a bittering hop and the rye at the same time. And that kind of like tones out the big sweetness. There was no alcohol in the aroma. There's absolutely no trace of that 10.4% for me in the taste. Not even burn in the chest.
No.
Super smooth. I can call it like a medium mouthfeel. Is that what you'd give it?
But, I gotta, right off the bat, you feel like a full mouthfeel, but as it goes back, it kind of thins out in some ways.
Yeah, because the carbonation, it's not like belch-inducing carbonation, but it's vibrant.
Belch.
Exactly. I mean, for a 10.4% beer, this is super easy to drink.
Very easy.
And I mean, you could pound this bottle really easy, like session beer strength. And you guys out there who are telling us about like session beer strength has to be a specific number. Guess what? Whatever your ass can handle alcohol tolerance wise, that's your session beer.
I'm not an all-day IPA dude.
No,
I have to go higher.
Yeah, that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
4% just don't do it for me. I gotta have more.
There used to be something called low beer. Go drink it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, leave the stronger stuff for us. Anyways, this is an incredibly easy to drink beer. I'm surprised for its strength, and it's got a nice barrel character. I get a little bit of like vanilla in there too. There's not a lot of char or anything like that, but
I'm picking up like barrel flavor, oakiness. But after a while, you get that rye, and not a heavy rye. It's just that
it's really good balance.
Smooth, very well balanced.
The rye, I think, the rye whiskey is really the star of the show. After that first initial hit of like the caramel sweetness that you get, this is a really well made beer. It's sold out fast as hell. I happened upon the last bottle. I called him and said, "Hey, have you seen it? Because I haven't seen any left around here."
I went to the damn brewery.
Yeah, to the brewery, and it was gone. And I just happened upon it in Maryland. So I don't know if it's probably distributed much past Maryland that I know of.
In subsequent gulps, tastings, the mouth feels a little bit thinner as it goes. But it's almost, that first sip, first drink, gulp, was very warming, very on the mouth, very full feeling wise. But it's still a great tasting beer. Now, You said it didn't have any belching characteristics. I proved you wrong. Our buddies over at Rate Beer, since it's a 10.4%, what do you think they gave it?
Well, they didn't. I'm sorry. They didn't give it.
So, you know, the garage door light.
They didn't give it any grade yet because it's not even listed on Rate Beer or Beer Advocate. But I can surmise that Rate Beer would probably be at least a 98.
Okay. And, okay. You ruined it.
Oh, sorry.
So, Beer Advocate dudes
I'm just a loser.
Didn't give it a rating either. So that means we're like the first Beer Advocate and first rate beer.
We can be all of that rolled up in one, the alpha and the omega.
There you go.
So what do you think? Since this is local, Johnny, you get the first.
Since we're the bros.
That's right.
It's hard to say. I've had brown ales. I like brown ales. Surprisingly, Newcastle brown ale back in the 90s.
Boy, I remember the 90s kind of.
Yeah. I did like that. But since it is in a whiskey barrel, it is smooth.
Yep.
It's hard for me to rate this because you don't want to give it Rate Beer just because it's 10.4%, 98 or 100. Beer Advocate's going to slam it around an 86 probably. But I think just as an everyday beer, flavor-wise, I could drink this again if I can find it. You know, it's something that it's easy to drink. So with that, I'm going to give it a 90. And I'm not because it's local or anything like that. It's just drinkability. I mean, that's what it is. It's not a, you know, the last beer that we had was that sweetness and funk, or sweetness and all that. I gave it 91. It was different. This is just a nice, easy, everyday beer, if you can find it. And like I said, I'm giving 90. It's an A beer, A minus, if you want to get to that.
I'm going to go around the same because like Johnny's saying, the drinkability of this is incredibly high for what it is. I could easily drink another glass of this without a problem because it doesn't fatigue your palate at all. No. And there's not even any burn going down in the chest. And for what it is, it packs a lot of flavor.
I can see people hating it though because it feels thin or something like that.
But it's a brown ale.
Yeah.
Or an old ale, whatever it's supposed to be.
You know, a brown ale. Newcastle is a thin brown ale. I haven't had too many brown ales that are much thicker in mouthfeel than this.
This reminds me kind of like a little bit bigger version of Brown Angel. Remember we had from Clown Shoes?
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of that like quality though. I think we gave that like around an A minus also back in the day. But the drinkability of this beer is actually higher because that rye whiskey keeps it interesting. Most brown ales are really freaking boring and it needs that like extra something, but I also taste like potential in this for cellaring. Yeah. Like as you drink it, I think as this would sit, those flavors would meld in and some of the yeast ester would come up in it and it would be a better beer. So we're both giving at this point, at this stage, the first brewing of it, an A minus. I think it's a great beer for review number 650 because it's local, right down the street from Johnny's Casa here. And if you've had this beer, which I doubt because it's so limited, let us know what you think because we like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. And I'm not drunk enough yet, so I can still say quid pro quo.
And if this is after November 2014,
well,
forget about it.
Yeah, that's right. You might have had it by now. So,
they could have had the second release of this.
That's right. Because God knows when I'll post this because I'm fucking lazy. So.
Yeah, I think he's still posting 333.
No. We're close to 650.
We did have our 500.
That's right. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, thanks a million to each and every one of you for watching. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe.
Back in February.
So
you drank 150 freaking beers?
Well, yeah.
I know we had some in the queue, but not that many.
No, I've been busy. I live with a Mexican like you do, you know?
Your Mexican trip seemed to take a lot.
That's true, because I was drinking every day. But look, here's the thing. You know what? When you have to self-medicate, you do it. And you've seen me self-medicating. You just don't see him self-medicating all the time. But trust me, it's going on. So, remember that we really appreciate each and every one of you for watching. And if you think a session beer should be 4.25%, sorry.
To those that like session beers.
Right. Keep buying them beers and leave lovelies like this for Johnny and I to drink, because the stunt drinker don't like no 4.25%. So, till then, like I said, thanks man to each and every one of you for watching. And that's a big what? Damn.
You haven't even done the drink local.
Oh, that's right. You gotta think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement.
And send us more beer.
That's right. And more beer. Until then, that's a big what? Peace out.